Well, hey, everybody. Welcome back. We're back with Treasure Hunters, and we are starting on chapter 57. Let's just jump right in. All right, here we go. We need you, children, to help us thwart this diabolical scheme by Professor Hingelbert to rewrite the Bill of Rights, said Gus, pounding his fist into his palm when he said Hingel and Bert. Can't you guys just do it? Asked Beck. Go down to your secret subterranean vault, grab the real deal document, and show the world what a phony Hingelbert is? Gus shook his head. No, we can't be publicly involved. We must keep our secret society just that. Secret. Who knows when the next Hingelbertian threat will come? Maybe when young Rachel here is old as me. No, we need an outside source to discover the documents. Treasure Hunters is a world-renowned reputation. Tommy puffed up his chest a little. Guess that would be us. My reputation isn't all that stellar, said Uncle Richie. There was an incident in Australia. Gus nodded. Where you raised the ransom money for your niece's children? You know about that? I have friends at the FBI too, Poppy. However, you are correct. In the public eye, your reputation is somewhat tainted. That's why we need Tommy, Storm, Beck, and Vic. You four young treasure hunters are quite famous. You must be the ones to find the original copy of the Bill of Rights and bring it out into daylight to debunk Professor Hingelbert's trumped up claims. And said Rachel. We'll show you exactly where it's located. Are you willing to do this for America? Asked Gus, because the price of freedom is never free. Tcha, said Tommy. Let's do this thing. USA, USA. We piled into a Park Service van with Rachel behind the wheel. The sun was starting to set. We were driving towards the downtown DC and all the marble buildings and monuments. I bet I know where we're going, I said. That super secret bomb shelter vault built in the 1940s underneath the Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr. Memorial. The one we tried to find, but everybody, including Rachel here, kept saying it didn't exist. It doesn't, said Rachel. The Guardians of Liberty's current subterranean vault was built in 1948. It replaced the original one Benjamin Franklin dug behind Liberty Hall in Philadelphia, way back in 1777. 1848, said Storm. Isn't that when Washington Monument was constructed? Exactly, said Gus. You remember that miniature Washington Monument you children discovered? Sure, I said, underneath the manhole cover in the grass. I'll show you that picture to remind you. It is actually the lock to the vault, said Rachel. That's why Gus didn't want you touching it. But you gave us the riddle that told us how to find it. We're a team, snapped Gus. Rachel gives you the pop quiz. I stop you if you go too far. We went too far? Asked Storm. Almost. You'd have to figure out one more code. Oh, we can do it, said Tommy. Well, Storm can probably do it. Well, she won't need to, said Rachel. She handed Tommy a fresh business card. Anything silver stamped on it? Asked Beck. Negative, said Tommy. Just a locker combination. Left to 6, right to 5, left to 2. That's how you open the vault, said Gus. Rotate the pyramid top on the miniature monument the way you would dial on a combination lock. Well, then what happens? Asked Uncle Richie. The portal will open and you will be able to descend into the vault. Provided, of course, you can fit through the hole. Now, The old man smiled at Beck and me. His hearing aid squealed again. Sorry about that. Where was I? Telling us about the tiny entrance to your tunnel, said Tommy. Oh, yes. The entrance is quite narrow. Folks were smaller in 1948. This is another reason we need your help, said Rachel, looking up into the rearview mirror, smiling at Beck and me. Gus and I are confident that you two will be able to do the job that needs doing. Yep. It looked like Beck and I were going to have to squeeze through another secret passageway that nobody else could squeeze through. And we're now at chapter 58. We parked as close as we could to the Washington Monument. We'll wait here for you, said Gus. Good luck, said Rachel. Guess I should stay here too, said Uncle Richie. You four are on your own. Again. Don't worry, said Tommy. We know how to handle ourselves. Well, I know. Your mother has told me all about your amazing solo adventures, freeing her, finding your father. You four have made me the proudest uncle on the planet. Now then, go off. Dare to be great. I climbed out of the van with Tommy, Beck, and Storm. We slid the side door shut. This way, said Storm, because she, of course, remembered exactly where we had found the miniature monument hidden in the manhole cover. We scampered across the grass, and fortunately, Gus wasn't there to yell at us to get off George Washington's lawn. We quickly found the manhole cover and pried off the lid. Tommy studied the pyramid-shaped top of the miniature monument down in the hole. I don't see any numbers. How am I supposed to work this combination when I don't see a 6, a 4? I don't know where any of these things are. Pretend there's an invisible clock hovering over the tip, said Beck. Ah, good idea, said Beck. But since the clock is invisible, I still don't see any numbers. Pretend the real monument is straight up at 12. 6 would be directly below it on the opposite side of the hole. And 5 would be close to the 6, I said. 1 tick up. And 2 would be halfway between 1 and 3, which is halfway down to 6, said Tommy, finally catching on. Do it, I said. Hurry, suggested Storm, checking the grounds for security guards. I'll let you see the picture. I suspect that not all of the park rangers are also members of the Guardians of Liberty like Rachel and Gus. They may not be thrilled to see us trespassing on the lawn or fiddling with the secret monument. Tommy worked the combination. Suddenly, the miniature oblique rose up like a thick 5-foot-tall marble tent pole. Tommy wrapped his arms around it and yanked it out of the hole. It's like a sewer entrance, I said, looking down into the open hole, with a ladder and rungs running down the side. Tommy, said Storm, take that thing to the van. Hurry. Okay, grunting a little, Tommy jogged off with the heavy stone slab that had to weigh at least 200 pounds. He's strong that way. You guys drop down the hole, said Storm. I'll slip the cover back on and go wait in the van with Tommy and Uncle Richie. Can't you just wait here for us to climb back up? I said. Storm shook her head. The park rangers would see me and then they'd call the police. You remember how quickly they showed up when Gus caught us the first time. How do we get out if you're gone? Just pop the lid up from the bottom below. If you can't, if it's too heavy, just radio us. She tossed me a miniature walkie-talkie because Storm isn't just smart. She's always thinking ahead. Tommy will come back and he'll pry it open. Beck and I nodded. All right, sounds like a plan. Good luck, you guys, Storm said. The fate of America as we know it is in your hands. And that's where we're going to stop for today. Wonder what's going to happen. I have a feeling it's not quite as easy as what it seems. How about you? Well, that's it for today, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.